What's up, guys? I've been quiet for the last few days, I know. I actually had a big letdown and I was really sad, and, well, not really sad as, well, you know, kind of, let down. Oh. Sorry about the background beeping. My buddy of mine, I said in another video that he was supposed to be coming November 7th. I was really super excited. Well, it turns out he can't come now, which is really sad and depressing. But at the same time, since he can't come down here, he's looking to get me to go back up there, which, you know, I have money for it. I've been saving and working, but, that's so much money, and I hate flying. I'm not afraid of flying. Absolutely not afraid of flying. Flying is fine. I could ride a Cessna, take a hot air balloon. I would love to hang glide someday, climb mountains. I was on the fire department for years, and no issues going up the ladders and running around the roofs. And I hate commercial airlines for some reason. I think it's because on the smaller flights, I've only flown twice, and one was a short flight and one was a long flight. So on the smaller flights, it's a little more comforting knowing that it'll be over soon. On little Cessnas, on little Cessnas and whatnot, if something happens, you can just kind of turn around or find a place to land at your leisure. It does a little better. On the commercial airlines, if something happens or you need to turn around or you need to get off, you can't. So I think it's the fact of just being 100% at the mercy of whoever. And last time I flew to London and back, it took about, well, the flight there wasn't bad because it was overnight, so I couldn't really sleep, but I did have a ton of mini naps throughout the flight, so it didn't really make it go faster so much, but it did help with the anxiety. I was just too tired to care. On the flight back, though, however, left a little earlier, so I was awake during the daytime, and I got stuck next to kids, and I couldn't sleep whatsoever. The movies worked up until we hit turbulence, and then after about an hour or two of being on the flight, my brain kicks in and starts going down the worst possible case scenarios of what's going to happen and what could happen and what might happen, and you can't turn it off. So, like, here I am, I still have like 5 or 6 hours to go on this flight, and I'm just, my brain is gone. Uh-oh. The bear sees an intruder. Attack, bear, attack. He's a good guard dog. I like this boy. See if I can. Oops. Don't mean to do that. Boris. Hey, Boris. Are you finding an intruder? Did you tell them you're gonna eat their face? Yeah, I told you, eat their face. Eat their face, Boris. I don't know if you saw anything or not of the light was, but now I'm stuck holding it. I can put it back on that. Over here. Using my little clippy thing. I really want to start using my camera a little more. There we go. I want to start using my camera more, but in order to use my camera, I don't have a laptop or anything, so in order to use my camera to make videos, I have to actually get to a computer to upload everything and edit it and put it together. My phone, on the other hand, I have an app on my phone that just lets me piece everything together and upload it straight from my phone. So even though the camera takes better videos, and I even have a tripod and all this cool stuff on here and great pictures, I don't have a laptop. So I have to wait till I get to a computer. I do have a tiny little netbook from like ages ago, you know, back before tablets really existed, but it really doesn't work very well, and it's really hard to even get the internet to work on there, if that makes sense. Yeah. Today's gonna be a fun day. I just woke up a little while ago, probably about 40 minutes ago, and I've been cleaning up and getting my truck order, getting dressed out in my pajamas and all that other fun stuff. I bought. Alright, for dinner. I don't buy this kind of stuff very often because, well, it's expensive, but this is what's for dinner, guys. You'd be jealous. I'm gonna cook it right on my tailgate here. Cut the bone out for Boris before I cook it because cooked bones are not good for dogs, but raw bones are fine. Even raw chicken bones are okay for dogs. Just nothing cooked. That's gonna be dinner. So I'm actually getting dressed so we can go for our walk and not get lost. We're leaving early so it doesn't get dark while we're out on the trails. And come back and cook and relax until I have to go to work. Oh, bugs. There's little gnats everywhere. I was gonna cut our walk short, started walking, and normally you start walking and you don't always feel the greatest at first, but you start to ease up and you feel better after. But I noticed I started walking that I don't feel very well. I think I'm dehydrated, and I go to think back if I drank anything today. And I had a sip of some water at work, a little sip of Coke when I first woke up and put it away because it was just available. But otherwise, no. So now I'm walking with a pretty bad headache. My head feels very weird. I feel very weird. But I'm too determined to not cut our walk short. I think we just reached our halfway point anyway, so we're going to go ahead and continue, and I look forward to getting back to the truck and cooking my steak. So, word of advice is before you go out and exercise or walk, or when you wake up in the morning, drink some water. I made sure I got him some water. I remember filling his bowl up and letting him out of the truck so I could go back to sleep, but yeah, I apparently forgot to give myself water, so this is not a very enjoyable walk. Look how pretty that tree is. I don't know if the colors show up as well on here, but it's like so pretty in light yellow and light greens and hints of oranges, and fall is coming. Missouri is very beautiful in the fall. I'm kind of looking forward to that for sure. Even though it's daylight and not nighttime, I think this is the same road we came down that night we were taking the long route back to the truck. Totally not lost, but you know. Because remember I climbed over a fence and there's that gate, but it's open now, of course, because you know it's daylight and stuff. Forrest, are you tired, bud? We're almost there. We just have to go that way and then around the corner, then up the one creepy road where the truck was following us, and then around that corner, and then around the parking lot area, and that's all. I'm great with directions. Excellent. Oh, yeah, I'm actually feeling a little better. Thirsty. You said dehydrated. But yeah, we're almost there now, so we'll go relax and drink a lot of water. Do some stretches to feel better. Cook my steak to feel even better still. Oh, the sun. Okay, it's too bright. It's too bright. This part actually makes me laugh. See, I can see the truck like straight down the road right over that little hill by the tree. You can't see it really, but I can kind of see the vent topper poking up. So I know the truck is like literally right there. But we're not going to go right there. We're going to follow this path around, which is going to take us through those trees over there in a big U shape, and then it's going to come back around and connect to the road that connects to the road that goes to where my truck is parked. No shortcuts. I could do this. It's one of those, I know since I stayed at my dad's for so long, I know I put on like 10 pounds and my clothes are a little snug and comfortable, so I have to push it. All women worry about their weight, but people in general all worry about their weight. So when it gets to the point where your clothes are a little uncomfortable, you have to do something about it. So I can see my truck. My truck is like right there. Not gonna do it. No shortcuts. Forrest hates me right now. If he could see the truck like I can see the truck, he would be like freaking out trying to get to the truck. He's done. But we're almost there. And the lake looks really pretty over there. We just have to continue our path here. See how it hooks around and it goes all the way into the trees, and then it hooks back around and comes out way down there at the road crossing. Ah, I could do this. Steak. Just have to earn that steak. Almost there, boys. Dun dun dun. Our little favorite. We park over here because it's the parking lot for the swimming beach side of the lake here, which is closed down for the fall and winter, so nobody really comes over here. So when we park here, we are literally undisturbed for the entire day, which is nice. Really nice. And we've made it back to the truck. Beautiful lake over there. Beautiful nothingness everywhere else. I think I'm gonna get some water. I think I'm gonna get Boris some water. You alright, Boris? Are you done? He's done. Ah, survived. Oh, I do have a head under my hat. Steak. I bought like rice and stuff to go with it, but I think rice would just be an overkill. Too much of a filler. I don't need that much of a filler. I think eating this entire steak practically by myself, give or take the bone that's going to Boris, I think that should be plenty. I love this knife. Ah, looks awesome. Like, why are you? The bone's going to Boris. I know I've already said that, which is why I'm cutting it out. And like I said, raw bones are good for dogs. They're good for their teeth. Their bodies can digest them. They're okay. Cooked bones are not good for dogs. Cooked bones become too hard for their stomachs to digest. They get a lot of upset, diarrhea, you know. Sometimes it can even make them sick enough to be fatal. So you gotta be careful. I know people are like, oh, I fed my dog raw bones for years. Well, congratulations. I'm just telling you the facts. They're not healthy for dogs. Dogs are not meant to eat cooked bones. They're dogs. I don't want him getting sick tonight, so I'm trying to take most of the meat off. Most of it. Maybe it's because I'm greedy and I want it all for myself, but in reality, he's got to stay in the truck tonight while I work, so I'd rather him not poo-poo everywhere. God, it's neat. It's delicious looking. What? How far does this bone go? Oh, okay, I see it. Helps if I flip it over, I can actually see the bone. There are these people out there like, she's murdering that. I totally am murdering the steak because, well, I'm not really a chef or anything. I don't have to prepare it for looking delicious. I just need it to taste delicious when I cook it. And I have actually done this once before. I've cooked the steak on the back of my truck, and it was outstanding. You have no idea how delicious that steak was. I can still remember it. I do. Come on, jeez. I save my little condiments and stuff that you get from like I like sushi, so I used to buy those little sushi packets at the store, and they always came with like soy sauce and that kind of crap. I have a little baggie, which I recommend to anybody who stays like this. Save a little Ziploc bag and fill it up with, like, if you stay at a hotel or you get fast food or you just happen to walk through one of those stores that have, what do you call it, the like the buffet things going on, like the salad tables and stuff where you can get like free soy sauce packets or mayonnaise packets and that kind of crap. Because usually you can walk out with those and nobody cares. So I have a little baggie here that I used to save all that in. But recently I haven't been buying the soy sauce, and I always use soy sauce when I cook because it's just a tasty filler. You add some flavor. So that's what I went out and bought today to keep with my truck. Because I ran out of packets of soy sauce last week when I was cooking my rice. So we are going to... Ooh, it's hot. And again, I have a really good flame. Probably too much soy sauce. Alright. You know what? That's Boris's. Oh my god, the steak looks huge all of a sudden. I mean, I know it looked big before, but... Wow. Wow, it looks delicious. I have issues with low iron, and I was like, I don't have any multivitamins, what should I do? And I was like, I should buy a steak, because I haven't had steak in forever. So that's what I did. Probably gonna add a little water onto that. It's gonna be delicious. which I have my water now to help with my hydration issues. Well, I brought my other tin out. This is my other little camping tin. There's a little bowl and stuff in here. But I mainly bought it so I could cover it with this lid here. But I'm starting to see that's probably not going to work. I guess I could aluminum foil it. Kibble. And yes, I feed my doggy kibble, but I feed him high grade kibble. Thank you very much. It's like, you know, 50 cents. I guess price doesn't tell you how good the dog food is. Everybody throws grain free on their food now and slaps it on there for like 50 bucks because they know they can make it. But I did research on it and found this stuff is affordable and it's good. If you guys don't care, that's fine. Otherwise, he kind of eats what I eat to a point also. It's gonna be so good. Like, I am meat. I guess I don't eat meat very often, not like this anyway. Like that's a little crooked. I'm kind of parked on a slant. Oh, that's better. The thing is, I'm gonna give this to Boris, and he's gonna pull the bone out and lay it in the grass, and then he's gonna end up eating leaves, grass, twigs with his food. Oh well. There you go, bud. You're a mess already. Oh, it's bubbling. Look at it bubble. I wish I had like some veggies or something to go with it, you know? Because that would just be really good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need rice. I think that's quite big enough to fill me indoor. I don't need fillers. You guys watching are totally jealous right now, and that's okay. That is okay. I would be jealous if I was watching this and I didn't have steak. I wonder if I can cover even the slightest bit. This actually is pretty cool. I bought this. They're super cheap, and it was my first cooking set. But it doesn't, it's your basic metal, so it doesn't clean very easily in my little pot. So it's hard to clean, so I don't use it that often. But it's just cheap little cooking set, and I really like it, so I kept it. That side might fit. This one won't fit, but this side might actually fit. So little butterfly nut and everything holds it together. See if I can. Okay, it doesn't cover much, but maybe it'll help keep some of that yummy juices in without it all evaporating. Still unlevel. Alright, we're gonna check back in a little bit and see how it looks. Oh, it's looking awesome. Probably not too much longer until it's done. I let it set for a bit and I flipped it over so it'll get nicely brown on both sides. I don't like my meat to moo at me, but a little pink is okay. Well, pink is okay, bloody is not so much. That makes sense. So, add a little cut marks in it. Make sure it's cooking on the inside. Oh my god, it looks really good. I think it's almost done. That piece is definitely done. What do you on top? Overcooked. So this weekend coming up, I think we're going to Dogtoberfest. Whereas last time we were at Barktoberfest, that was in a different side of Kansas City. Dogtoberfest has different events, more things that Boris can do instead of just walking around and looking pretty. Like, I'm gonna enter him into the what is it, bobbing for biscuits, and see how he does. I guess he bobs for doggy biscuits, which he's really good at anyway. He loves doing that crap. He bobs for ice cubes. He could totally do this one. But yeah, this is in Missouri, so we're gonna head over there. It's not too far from where my brother lives, actually. So we're gonna head that way, and then the weekend after is the Great Midwest Balloon Fest. I really wish he would stop messaging me sometimes. Like, he doesn't do it until I start recording a video. It's the weirdest thing. It's like he knows. But yeah, the Midwest Balloon Fest, and it's gonna have like hot air balloons and all kinds of cool stuff. I would love to go on a hot air balloon ride, but they're charging like $250 just to ride for an hour for them to take you around the city and float you around, which, as amazing as that sounds, I'm not gonna spend a $230 something just to fly in a balloon. But for $10 I can ride a balloon up in the air and then back down. Considering that one. Boris sadly won't be able to go walk around with me, but I will definitely try to get some videos of that. It just seems like it would be really neat. They have, like, at nighttime they're gonna have the Glow Fest part where all the balloons are pretty much tethered, but it's nighttime, so they're all gonna be fired up at the same time and glowing and looking really awesome, and I bet it's gonna be really, really pretty. I don't think I have anything really planned for Halloween. Nobody I know really does anything. There's really nowhere to go. I really want to go to the haunted houses. Like, Kansas City has two of the biggest haunted houses in the United States, if not the world. They're 5-story old buildings that they turned into haunted houses. It's the Edge of Hell and the Beast. And I really, really want to go. And I was going to go with my buddy when he came down, because the last day is November 8th. And he was going to be down by November 7th, but since he's not coming now, it's one of those things you don't want to do by yourself. It's not near as fun as if you go with somebody, but I have nobody to go with, and Boris can't go with me there either, sadly. So that's kind of sad, a little disappointing. I love haunted houses. I don't really get scared. You get startled a lot, and it just makes it really fun, and so I'm a little sad on that one. Maybe I'll find somebody to go with between now and Halloween. We'll see. Just keep my fingers crossed. No creepers, but, you know, just somebody cool to hang out with and go get scared and let me cling to them, because I absolutely won't go first. Well, I think my dinner is about done. So I'm going to end this day with steak, water. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of bubbling up the juices. What do they call it? The Atkins diet, where you just eat meat? I can do the Atkins diet. I'll eat meat. Bread's bad for you. Meat's supposed to be good for you, right? So I'm going to end this video with eating dinner. Let Boris eat his dinner. We're going to watch a movie and get back until we have to go to work tonight. Maybe I'll have something more exciting next time. Bye, guys.